let's not address my look. My lipstick is patchy. I haven't washed my hair in like 5 days. Hi, Mom. I drew all over my arm. Don't question it. My face is oily AF, but I'm still gonna film this video. I'm trash. But before I tell you the story, I should probably backtrack and tell you the backstory of why this is significant. I love the paranormal. I love ghosts. Well, no. I love learning about ghosts. I love hearing about ghosts. If it's not my life, it's in. I watch Paranormal Storytime from Loie Lane, from Tana Monjo. I can't quite remember all the people that I watch, but those are just to name a few. But yeah, I love paranormal stuff. Although I've never felt that I myself draw spirits or anything like that. I feel like definitely Loie Lane, if you've ever seen her Paranormal Storytimes, she definitely attracts ghosts, like 100%. I do not. I used to wish that I did, but after last night, I was just like, I'm fine with never attracting ghosts, like, ever. Like, can that be even more restricted, please? Although not many paranormal experiences have happened to me, I do know a lot about ghosts because I watch videos from other people that have had them, and matching them up to mine, it can't be explained by anything else. I wish that it could, but it really can't, and that's what freaks me out. And a lot of people on YouTube have said that talking about it makes it even worse, so I'm like, kinda scared for my life. I'm gonna die, but you'll probably never know the difference because I'm not gonna upload anyway. So, ow, that actually hurt. Ow. And a little backstory on the house, I have always felt that this house is haunted in some way because I will have my dog in my room and sometimes she'll just frantically get up after like laying down for like 20 minutes doing nothing, and then she'll just pace around the bed like just very frantically, and it really freaks me out. And sometimes she'll like stare across the room looking at something and I'm just like, Pebbles, what are you doing? And she'll just look off and she won't ever turn her head to me, although that's like not that, oh my gosh, because she never does that. She doesn't want to listen. I can't get her attention. She just, Pebbles, and she's just like, yeah, I've just always felt like this house is kind of haunted. My parents are divorced and they have 2 houses. I go to both an equal amount of time, but here I always feel like something is there. And my dad's, it just feels very empty. Like nothing at all is there. Like it's empty. That's the only way I can describe it. But this house is not. And it kind of freaks me out. What am I saying? Kind of. It really freaks me out, okay? Even though I love paranormal stuff, I don't want it to happen to me. I don't want to die. No matter how many times I say, I want to die, kill me. I don't mean it. Please don't take that out of context, ghosts. Don't kill me. So last night, or the night of November 10th, because I probably won't get this uploaded on time, as always, I had a nightmare. Well, it wasn't really a nightmare at first, but the atmosphere made it so. It was one of those dreams that I felt like I've had, and I knew the missing parts too, because there was a lot of missing parts, and in my brain, it just said, no, you already know this, so we don't need to show you this. But my dreams in general, especially nightmares, have evolved to the point where, you know that eerie sound that you hear in like horror films, or dun? My nightmares will use those to scare me. I just thought that you needed to know that. But it started off, I was in like 8-inch heels. I actually have the shoes that I was wearing. Let me go get them. These monsters I was wearing, and we were going hiking. Not the smartest idea, Haley. Who wears heels to hike? But the place that we were hiking, I don't know why, but it had a lot of steps going up, going down, and in my mind, I was like, okay, I'm gonna have to wear these shoes, and I'm gonna have to walk back through all of these stairs whenever we go home, and it was not fun in my brain. I don't know how my dreams do this, but they match the emotions and scenario of my character in that dream to my actual self. For example, I was walking down a ton of steps with heels trying not to fall on my ass, and I was exhausted in the dream, and I could feel that in real life I was also exhausted. And I don't know how to explain that. Science side of YouTube, can you like help me? I don't know why that happens, or if it should happen, or if it even does. Maybe I'm just going crazy. I probably am. But I was with my friends and we were going hiking. I don't quite remember which friends they were. My boyfriend's friend, Sydney, I think she was one of them, but I'm not quite sure. We were going down the steps.
So I didn't think that anyone would ever understand what the heck I was talking about, so I drew a diagram. These are the steps. It goes into like a ditch, and over here it was like a temple. There was a box right by the entrance to the door on the ledge, and I didn't know why it was there. I mean, it wasn't important, I just didn't know why it was there.
And then I climbed up this tree. I don't know how in those heels, but I did.
For this, I had to climb the hill that the tree was on with the vine, and when I said that I circled around the tree on the ledge, I meant that I went walking around on the hill around the tree, and I had to be on that ledge, or else I would go into a sheer drop in the ditch over here and over here. So, yeah.
And then I got to a ledge on the tree, and then I grabbed this like vine thing, but it was really like a rope. Like I could feel the texture and everything. It was a rope. And I was like going around the tree on the ledge. Sydney, I think, said, come on, get on the ledge, we have to go. I was going around the tree, holding the vine with me, and I was like, I don't want to go. Like, I was drunk, basically, in my dream. Like, I guess, I don't know. Hi, Mom. But eventually, I'm like, okay, whatever. And I, like, pulled on the rope thing, and I don't know how, but the ledge was, like, up here, and I was down here, and I had to go from here to here with just the vine. Like, I didn't climb anything.
This ledge was where I had to go, and this door led to the mansion.
I don't know how I got up, but I did. Anyway, long story short, that's what happened. And then we went to this house mansion, and we started to find plastic food. You know, those, like, little plastic toy foods. Like, we were finding those and other toys. I remember the first item that I found or said that we would have to find was a cup.
So for this part, I did not explain that the cup that I found
was actually an item to find on a separate list. Like, I went on the scavenger hunt to find the items before in the dream setting. You get what I'm saying? And I found all the things that I thought were going to be in the list. And for that part, that was what my brain said. You already know this with the list, because the list was given to us for that scenario before, and that's what I was using it for. Maybe we'll get out of this situation quicker if we just find all the things that I found last time, and then we'll pick out the ones that aren't on the list this time. And after we put all the things in the gift basket, we went to a radio TV. It was a kind of thing, and we pressed play. It played that eerie, I'll try and find an audio clip, because it does not sound like that. Haley, how do I word? But it played that, and it then said the list for this scavenger hunt that we were on now. There was a man that said the first item on the list, and it was the voice from the pacer test. If you've ever had those at school, I'll try and find an audio clip of that to insert here.
The Fitness Gram Pacer test starts slowly, but gets faster each minute after you hear this signal. A single lap should be completed each time you hear this sound.
That's what his voice was, and he said, roast beef, in a very monotone voice, and so we went to find the plastic roast beef. And after we listened to the list, I looked at my friend, who was the only one there now. I had like 6 people with me. I don't know where the heck they went. They died. I'm gonna die. But I looked at my friend and said, once we get all of them, we're leaving. We're going home. And that kind of gave me chills, because that was another part to the dream where my brain was like, you already know what's gonna happen. Because this did not happen in the dream, but I remember it zooming in on the room right next to the room that we were in. I drew a map for the mansion, and this part was the outside place where we were hiking, and that was also the ledge that was going on with the box. And whenever we walk into that door, we see the kitchen with a lot of the plastic foods, and if we go right, it will have like an open separate area, but with just steps leading into a lower level area. This was where the sink was, where we found a lot of the items, and then from the kitchen, that was where the room with the gift bag, the TV radio, and a rocking chair, and like a very playful rug was in. And there was another door here, but I mean, that wasn't part of the dream, so I don't know where that led. And then there was a window right here, and it was a carpeted, blank, vacant room, and there was a white shadow just pacing along inside the room. This was where the vacant room was. With the shadow, we could see it. The door was always open, so. But my character in the dream knew that once we finished getting all of the items together, we had to give it to the spirit, and it would kill us. I don't know why. Why would you want to do all that work for something if you're gonna die? I don't know, but, well, I don't know. Oh, it's my purse. I'm not good with this, you guys. I get so paranoid, you have no idea. Oh my god. But we got all the items and put it in the gift bag and put it in the room, and we left. And then that was the point that I woke up. But I wasn't really awake. I don't think I had sleep paralysis. I don't think I've ever had it, and I don't think I will ever have it, because it's just not something that would happen to me, you know? But I did not want to open my eyes under any circumstance. I just kept them shut. I did not want to. I don't know why, but that's when I felt 2 taps on my foot, and it was a, and I could feel it. It was pretty distinct. It wasn't a pulse that you'd feel in your foot, you know, whenever, like, you're exercising a lot or your hand falls asleep or something and you feel like a pulse. But it didn't echo throughout my foot or my hand. It was in one place, and I could tell that someone was tapping on my foot. So I told myself, it's probably Pebbles, my dog. She always sleeps with me, and she'll normally be at the edge of the bed. So I was like, maybe I bumped into her. So I felt around with my foot for her. She was on the other side of the bed, opposite to where I felt the tapping. So I was really freaked out. It just got really quiet in here. Like, I'm not even kidding. This hasn't happened before. I'm really scared. Oh my god. But yeah, Pebbles was on the other side of the bed, so she could have never done anything. And I, like, petted her with my foot. You know, something a lot of people do if they have a dog, because they don't really want to reach over. They're too lazy for that. Me. But I felt her head go up, and normally, whenever she moves from place to place, because if she were to move from that space, and it was her, she would not have her head down that quickly. She will stand guard for like 10 minutes until she actually puts her head down and tries to go to sleep. And not to mention that she will not even lay down until like 3 minutes. She will sit, and then wait, and then lay down, and then put her head down. But she was all 3, so she had been there for a long time. It wasn't her, and I was freaked the fuck out. And at that point, I really did not want to open my eyes in case a demon child or a black-eyed child was right in front of me. You know how it is. My god, I was crying. And also, I woke up. It wasn't after my alarm clock or anything like that, so usually I check the time and see, oh, do I have enough time to stay up? Or maybe I can wear my red contacts and, like, it's 4:30, and so I could just get ready. Things like that. But I did not want to check the time. I was just like, I'm not opening my eyes. Bye.
Dab.
I was just really freaked out. And in my brain, I was like, okay, Haley, do not forget this. Do not forget this. This is freaking freaky, and you need to tell your mom this. So, I don't know, maybe she can call the ghost police or something. Ghostbusters, no, that won't work. I just heard a thump, and I'm, girl. No, I'm too paranoid for this. I can't. But under the covers, I always sleep with covers, like, up to my head. Like, I cannot go with it, like, just like this. No, I need it over my head or something like that. Like, I can't sleep without that. I can't poke my foot out of the covers. I'm gonna sweat to death. Good night. But my feet were really cold. And it wasn't like, oh, move your feet to a colder space in the bed because you've been in one place for so long that all your body heat has gone to the sheets and it's just super hot right there. No, it wasn't like that. It didn't matter how long I kept my feet in that one position. They were still cold. And it did freak me out. I'm not gonna lie. Everything freaks me out, but this, ooh, bruh. And it felt like there was a space open for like the fan moving the air to blow into and to blow air onto my feet. And that wasn't the case because I tucked the covers under my legs and feet and there was no space for air to get into. My comforter is huge and thick. There's no air getting into it. Help me, help me. This paranormal experience is very tame compared to other people's, but I'm fine with that. I'm fine with living for now. Like, I did tell the story to my mom, and she said, oh, well, maybe the fan was just hitting your legs just right. But it's just the same place every single time. The fan does not move. It turns in one place, and it's never been that cold in that one position before. I mean, I'm fine with everyone going crazy in the comments and saying, it's not a ghost, you're just insane. Because I'd love to think that I'm not gonna die. I'm not psychic or anything, but I don't think that I'm in any danger. I just think that there was something there. Like, even though I can't see them or sense them as well as someone else could, I'm sure everyone can sense when they're in danger or not. And I didn't. Or maybe my senses are just broken. I just felt that something was there. It wasn't there to hurt me, it was there. Like, I have family members that are deceased, and I'm fine with them just watching over me. But I mean, if it's not that, then that's fine. Just let's hope it's not something to kill me, you know?
I was filming for the paranormal thing that happened this morning.
In your room, you want to do that?
But yeah, that's my first paranormal experience. I mean, it's not very extravagant, but stuff like this does not happen to me, so it's pretty extravagant for me. And if you're doubting this video like I'm a liar, why would I make a video, take the time to edit it, and upload it, which probably takes 2 hours for like a 10-minute video? I know, it's insane. But why would I do all of that if I wasn't even telling the truth? Like, I am not motivated to tell you guys what happened because it's the truth, and I am sincerely worried. Well, not worried, but just concerned about everything that might happen, or maybe I'm insane. I don't know, but it's the truth. None of this is fabricated. If I were to be lying, I would be way more calm about this. I am dying inside. Like, I am legit freaked out. I hope nothing bad happens to me. I hope I was right. I hope it's just a playful spirit just watching over me, but I don't know if my senses are always correct. So pray for me. I'm gonna need it. My mom is watching a documentary on apparently someone that's a ghost. I'm crying. Bottom line is, that was my first paranormal experience, that I remember anyway, and hopefully my last. I personally love the paranormal. I love learning about them. I think they're so interesting, but when it actually happens to you in real life, it just, bruh, don't even get me started. I am so freaked out right now. Like, in the middle of the night, I was literally contemplating going to sleep with my mom the next night, tonight. But thankfully I got over that because I need to sleep in my own bed. I mean, I'm too big to be sleeping with my mom, and I just can't sleep with other people in the room. But yeah, that's it. That's it for this video. I hope you enjoyed. If you did, leave a like, and if you like all my videos, then subscribe. I will see you again